Hello everyone, it's Dan here from Thomas Word Support. In this video I'm going to conclude our video on the custom blocks within Uptime for WordPress. So we're back in our page builder page here, and as we can see we've covered everything right up until the timeline block, which is the last one we covered. So we're going to do the last few here, so you can see how they all work, and you've got a whole overview of how all the wonderful custom blocks work. So to start with, we've got the type text, which is a really nifty feature which no doubt would have caught your eye on the demo. Now I'm just going to choose the basic layout here, and the idea is you put some prefix text, which will be what goes between your type text, and we can add a different sentence or whatever which is going to be in the type effect. Okay, so that's kind of generic, but if we update and take a look at what that leads to, you can see there. How cool is that? It's really nifty. And then just looking at the different styles, we've got the highlight effect. Oops, didn't update the page. So you can see there the type text also looks awesome because it's got a highlight on it as well. Really eye-catching. And we've also got the highlight large, which is basically the same thing but with an even bigger font. I forgot to update again. And there you go. The next block is the Twitter feed. Let me drop that in. You simply need to pop in your username and choose the layout. So if we update and see what that actually looks like, so you can see there's a nice carousel of our recent tweets, or we can choose the widget version. That's look a bit weird because it's so wide, but you can imagine in a widget that will look really good, or even just a smaller column. You see there. Oh, they've got the cards as well, which is a grid of cards like this. Now it's important to point out, as you can see there, these are in thirds, so it's not suitable to put them in an individual column like this, rather its own row, where you'll get this result. There you go. Moving on, we've got the video block here. I'm going to drop that in. Now this is used for local videos, or you can even embed Vimeo and YouTube videos as well. So if I just quickly grab something random. Forgive me. Oh, pause the sound on that. Forgive me, I am using something random from the YouTube featured list, so it will be absolutely rubbish. But I'm just going to fill in the details by applying an image, etc. And you can see how this looks. So you can see that we've got our embedded image. Click on that and off it goes. Now the poster image is what's shown on the screen on devices which don't support the embed, like mobiles, etc. So it's a good idea to have one anyway. And here you've got the Lightbox video option, which will show the image, and when you click it, you can see it launches the video separately. Now the image will determine the height of this, so obviously I've used a square image. You might want to use something a bit more 16 by 9, but you get the general idea. Now I've got the map block. Now for this one you will need a API key for it to work. This is something where I'll put a link in the documentation. You will need to set up yourself, and for something we can't do for you. Once you have that, you can pop it in here, enter the address, etc. and away you go. You can even add your own marker images if you wish. Really good. Finally, we've got the modal. This is as it sounds, it's just a block which lets you launch a window with further content in it. It's not possible to launch other pages, etc. in this, just other content. So let's give you an idea again. Let's pop in some random text here. We'll give it some nice large padding. If we update the page, we can check out the results. So you can see here, there's our button. When we load it up, we've got our content, we've got the icon we've chosen, and we've got large padding. If we wanted to, for instance, change that up a little, we can get rid of the icon, etc. And again, let's take a look at the result. You can see we've got our image as the background and the text below, and we've got small padding around it as we've specified. Really flexible. Okay, well that's it. If you do have any problems with these blocks, then do come see me over at support. Other than that, thanks for watching and have fun with your theme.